Today is very, let us learn about functions of eye. It's very interesting, right, to learn about eye and how eye functions. One way is to let us have a 3D model, and I will just explain you the different parts of eye and their respective functions, and we finish it up. But I have a better approach for that. Let us try to understand what eye most fundamentally does. So eye helps us to see things. That means eye is capturing some images. So to capture an image, we either need a lens or a mirror. Eye doesn't have a mirror. I have explained that part in separate lecture, but for now let us assume that I have a convex lens. So here is our convex lens, and this is the principal axis. The next important thing that we need is a screen for image formation. So let us bring a screen. This screen is called retina, and this is where the image formation will take place. So now we have a lens, we have a screen called retina. Let us bring an object also. Now the object is at some distance from the lens, and image has to form at the screen. Notice that the screen and the lens, the distance between these two is a constant. This distance does not vary. So if we recall our lens formula, then we have 1 by v minus 1 by u equals to 1 by f. In this whole thing, our v, that is the image distance, is constant. And what about the object? Now, the object distance can be from 25 centimeter to infinity. Why 25 centimeter? That is because there is some limitation to the lens, that it cannot see the objects which is nearer than 25 centimeter. So the object distance is varying from 25 centimeter to infinity. To hold this formula true, the focus has to change, right? So this is the most fundamental thing for eye. The focus will keep changing depending upon where the object is. This sounds very funny, right? So the focus of a lens is changing with respect to the object. So this is where the lens and a digital camera is different. They have a fixed focal length, but we have here a variable focal length whose focal length will depend upon the object distance. So once you have this thing at your heart, then we can discuss what are the things that we need to make it happen. So the first thing is that the lens material cannot be a very solid material, because in that case we will not be able to change the focus. For a lens to change its focus, it should be stretchable. That means the curveness of the lens needs to change. Something like this will happen for the lens, so that the focus will change. When it is elongated, the focus is large, so that the image is still forming at the retina. And when it is in a compressed state, object is near and the focus is very short. So this phenomena is called power of accommodation for a lens. So power of accommodation is change in the focal length of a lens for different object distances, so that the image formation takes place always on the retina. Since we have our lens and the screen and the image in place, the next thing that we need is this information of the image to pass to the brain. So here is our brain, and there must be a connection between the screen called retina and brain. This connection is made using optical nerves. So here is our optical nerves, and this is connected like this. So the information which is gathered on the retina is passed to the brain using optical nerves, and brain processes the image. So immediately you will recognize that the image of all the object in front of the convex lens